Hello everybody, today I'd like to introduce you to a very, very special original character of mine. And the reason she is so special is because she is my very first original character that I ever created. Like, I created her so long ago, I didn't even know what OC meant. I didn't even been on internet and looked at like pictures of things to be, it was so long ago. I don't know if I was like maybe between 7 and 10, I'm gonna guess, for my ages when I created this character. And it's funny because like her backstory, well at least for her creation, not like her actual backstory. The reason I created her was because I didn't want to draw hands. I thought drawing hands was so hard, I just started drawing fireballs where her hands were supposed to be. And it was funny because at the time, like when I drew hands, they were basically just circles with weird little like inverted U shapes coming out, like 5 of them, so like 5 fingers. And it looked so much like a fireball already. That's probably where I got the inspiration, and I erased it and drew pointy fingers instead of round fingers and put out fire. And I thought it was so cool. I was like, I just discovered a way to never draw hands again in my entire life. And I was so proud of myself, so I was drawing her everywhere. But it's funny because she didn't actually have the name Magna Girl back then. She was just, I don't know. She might have had the name Maggie, though. I can't remember. It was so long ago. Oh my gosh. Anyway, the reason her name's Magna Girl is because a few years later, I was playing with PowerPoint instead of doing my school, and I learned that you can do like little animations, sort of. They're not really like animations, like you could tell a picture to like scroll across the screen when you like hit the spacebar. Anyway, I learned that if you hit the spacebar, you can actually set up several animations so that like it just keeps going and like different things keep happening. So I actually created the very first Magna Girl animation in PowerPoint. And basically what I did was I took these pictures off the internet of like Violet from The Incredibles and Mrs. Incredible and I think Jane from Tarzan. Yeah. And what I did was I imported them into Paint, like Microsoft Paint, used the paint bucket tool, changed the colors, so it was like really nasty looking, but I thought it was cool. Drew like masks on different people and like changed people's hair color, and I created, I remember I took Mrs. Incredible, like chopped her legs off and drew like this like metal robot skirt so that fire was like shooting out of the bottom, and that way she could like glide around the PowerPoint. So basically what would happen is like Magna Girl would like, she'd like show up on the side of the screen, like she would like scroll on, then like a speech bubble would pop up, the speech bubble would disappear, then like the villain would walk on, a speech bubble would like pop up, speech bubble disappears, and it would just like keep going. And I was able to tell like an entire story like that. All you had to do is hit the space bar once, and then I had that. I don't know if anyone's ever done anything like that before, like, I thought I was being original, but I'm sure people do that all the time. Anyway, I didn't have a tablet. I used a mouse and the paint bucket tool for everything. So I was really proud of that, and I'm not sure if there's any way for me to access it again. But yeah, because I was on a really, really old laptop. Anyway, the reason her name's Magna Girl is because she was shooting fire out of her hands, and I remember actually drawing like little fires that on like separate documents so that I could make it like shoot across the screen and like hit the bad guy. Anyway, the reason her name's Magna Girl is because I thought, and this is what people always think I'm saying too, I thought I was saying magma, like lava, like M-A-G-M-A. So when I showed it to like my family, I was like, ta-da, it's Magna Girl! And like it was spelled M-A-G-N-A. They were like, did you mean like magma? And I was like, yeah, did I spell it wrong? Because, well, yeah, and it was like this kind of like awkward moment where they were like, I don't know what to say. And then I was like, well, isn't that just the name for like the Japanese like comics? Like that's kind of like similar. I mean, that's kind of a dumb reason to call her that, but like at the time I thought it was kind of cool. My brother was like, no, that's manga, the G before the N. So at that point I was like, did I just like create my own word? Like that's kind of cool. And that's when he was like, and he was learning Latin at the time. He was like, that actually means great in Latin. And I thought that was so much cooler than any of the other 2 words. So I decided to stick with it, and I couldn't change it because I'd already saved the animation. So there you go. That's why her name's Magna. It's kind of funny. I don't know. Anyway, the reason I am showing you today, and the reason I'm introducing you to her, is because I've been spending a lot of time with her lately, and the reason is, how many times can I say that without people unsubscribing? The reason is, I have been working on a comic lately, and I've been developing her story for, oh dear, I'm gonna age myself here. About 14 years, I'm gonna say, because she has like a 12-season story arc. Like, it starts in kindergarten, like, I have like ideas for at least I'm gonna say 80% of the years between kindergarten and 12th grade. So yeah, I got a lot of ideas, and I'm like, I think I should share them with people because, but it's funny because like she is my very first original character, and I'm very, very protective of her. Like, I was afraid. I've been putting off drawing her on this channel for so long, but now that I've posted her, I did post one that's very unspoilery. Like, she's not even in her Magna Girl outfit, so that's because stuff happens later. But, okay, this is just her. This is what she looks like in normal clothes. This is supposed to be, well, this isn't the outfit she wears on her first day of kindergarten, but this is like one of her outfits because her outfits change. Because I can't stand in comics when people wear the same outfits. Ugh, no. Ugh. So she has a ton of outfits. I've already like designed half of them. This is one of them. This is a cute one. It's not my favorite. My favorite is her first day of kindergarten one. But yeah, that'll be coming later. Anyway, after I drew this, I realized I'm not going to be drawing her foreheads tall because I did draw her foreheads tall in this one. She's going to be like 3.5 in kindergarten. So this is more like her first grade, maybe second grade looking person because she has fire powers. Anyway, I'm trying not to spoil anything because I really want it to be enjoyable when I do finish it. And yeah. Let me know if you're excited for that. Let me know if you actually would want to read it. And I hope to share more about her in the future because, I don't know, I like her. She's one of my favorites. Anyway, that's what I've been working on when I'm not at work or creating videos. So if you're wondering, that's what I'm doing. And I just love it. It's just so much fun. Like, if you want to, like, tell a story, totally make a comic. It's so much fun. Like, you could choose, like, angles, like, the camera's looking in and everything. Like, animation is probably the top-notch way to tell the story. But I really like comics. They're fun. And I've actually been really into reading webcomics. So if you have any webcomic suggestions for me to read in the comments below, I'll totally take a look at that because I'm looking for some more. Like, I keep finishing them and I want more to read. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Yeah, I'll see you guys all next week. Have a delicious evening. Bye.